Okay, so we've arrived in Brisbane. Are we in Brisbane?
No, we're in
No,
Melbourne.
we're in Melbourne. Do we keep that in?
I think so.
Okay, so we are in Melbourne. Thankfully, Thomas Cook Sport have put us up in a rather nice Crown Promenade, and we've obviously got a crap view out the window. Look at that. I absolutely hate heights, so I have to admit, sitting here is making me feel slightly sick. But yeah, I think we drove past the stadium on the way in as well. But the site of the second test, where the series could be decided this weekend. But obviously, there's been a few stories occurring this week. Horwill being cited initially after Gats gave the citing commissioner the video of what he thought needed to be addressed, and unsurprisingly, I've been on a number of tours in the Southern Hemisphere, specifically 2005 when O'Driscoll got dumped on his head by Umaga and Mialamu and was deemed to be completely fine tackle, even though he dislocated his shoulder or fractured his collarbone, I think, and then was out for the rest of the tour. That was completely fine. Following week, Danny Krukop got sent home for a misdemeanor and banned. So it's not a huge surprise when we see Horwill go up for the disciplinary that he got off with it, because if you see the video, it is pretty damning evidence. You know, you like to think no one would ever put boot to face. You know, as Gat said, it's not something that we ever like to see in the game. Rucking's always been a part of it. It's now less and less a part of it, but certainly any contact with people's head is not acceptable. So the citing commissioner obviously saw something that we didn't. And he's now fit to play. I suppose it's probably good for the Australians. You know, they're missing four of their backline from the starting team at the weekend. You know, I've never ever seen three stretchers come onto the pitch and take the players off. So hopefully they're recovering well. You know, no one likes to see that. In terms of the Lions, sadly, hearing today, Paul O'Connell has had to withdraw from the game at the weekend, possibly the entire tour. You know, I was lucky enough to catch up with a few of the boys whilst we're in Brisbane, and you know, they've been thoroughly enjoying themselves and obviously basking in the win from the weekend. But yeah, incredibly sad news to hear of his injury. Looks like his tour could be over. Manu Tuilagi set to return for the game tomorrow against the Rebels, which hopefully we'll be at and recording. Tommy Bowe also, I don't know, not due to start tomorrow, but making good progress considering he had plates and pins put in his hand only 2 weeks ago. They're still thinking there's a possibility that he could play, and then Jamie Roberts also waiting to see his return, looking unlikely, to be honest. I think we'll see him in the test at the weekend, especially if he's not playing in this game. But having been in the camp, the guys are in incredibly good spirits, and as you can imagine, having won the first game of the series, you know, why wouldn't you be in good spirits? I've got a bit of dirty laundry to do. We've been here a week, and in case Gats does come across any more injuries, I have packed my boots, and a bit like Curtly Beale, I've only bought mouldies, so there could be a problem there. In fact, Gats probably won't pick me because of it. But yeah, do you know what? I'm looking forward to this week. My phone's going. Probably a couple of lads want to catch up, so I'll say goodbye and see you during the week. Oh, actually, before we go, don't forget, you can subscribe to Mad Dog Rugby. Go to @MadDogRugby7, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll be getting all the content. We've got another week and a half, well, full 2 weeks of content to produce. Obviously, last week we had the Legends game and various other bits from the stadium and the test. And this week we'll be endeavouring to find a little bit more. Maybe Ramsey Street, definitely a game of touch rugby somewhere. And yeah, anything else I can come up with to make my life slightly more interesting rather than just sitting in the hotel room. So, keep a viewing. That sounds like I've clearly been out here far too long. Keep watching @MadDogRugby7.